Hi mate, so first of all, can I just take your name and where you work for?
Yeah, it's Vinny O'Connor from Sky Sports.
Right, perfect. My first question is, obviously, with comparing to Burnley's start last season with the start this season, they've not had too many players come in since then, and it's the same sort of manager and backroom staff. What do you think has been the difference so far for their flying start?
I think Sean Dyche touched on it as well in his press conference a short while ago. Basically, it comes down to the extra demands that European football put on the squad, and now I think without those kind of demands and the fact that they can play a settled side week in, week out, they've got enough recovery time, they've got the chance to prepare better as well, rather than having those games, those European games in between, and almost taking the focus a little bit away from the Premier League. I think that's enabled them, and once you start grinding out results and getting on a bit of a roll, then we've seen that. And it's fantastic the fact that at home only Liverpool have taken maximum points away, or taken points away from Turf Moor. Only Arsenal have beaten them on the road this season. They still haven't got that first away win in the Premier League this season. But obviously the fact that Turf Moor has become somewhat of a fortress for them, it stands them in good stead. And just look at the position they're in the Premier League at the moment, just 2 points off fourth spot.
Yeah, Chris, obviously you mentioned the 2 points off fourth spot. Leicester, who they play at the weekend, one of those other teams sort of up there who's not really surprised that they've been up there with, you know, the best in the league. Closely contested affair. Maybe a prediction from you for the outcome?
Don't know about predictions.
Oh no, so, I don't know what you're allowed to say. That's all. So.
Well, I mean, yeah, I think it's one of the interesting games for me this weekend, and particularly, you know, Sean Dyche has pointed to the performance against Wolves, where they didn't get possibly what they deserved in that game. It'll be interesting to see how it goes against Leicester, again strong at home. Under Brendan Rodgers, playing entertaining football as well. Had a difficult time a bit at Liverpool a few weeks ago, but nearly got got a draw at Anfield. Yeah. Of course, a late penalty ended up seeing them not taking a point away from there. So it's a difficult ask going to Leicester, obviously. But the way that Sean sets up his side, the way that they, you know, defensively look as solid as anything. The partnership at centre half that's as solid as anything in the Premier League at the moment as well. And Leicester are going to have a tough time breaking Burnley down. And then if they can nick that goal, go up front. I saw against Everton what happened as well. You get that goal, and you know, Everton caused some relatively few problems on the day throughout the entire game. So if they can put in that kind of performance away at Leicester, then, you know, they've got that big chance of getting that first away Premier League win of the season. And then just the last one is, do you think Burnley have a chance of potentially Europa League again this season? I think they do. I think, you know, the way they've started the season, the fact that they're up in seventh already, they've got a big opportunity there. And, you know, it was something that I raised with Sean in the news conference, whether after the impact that European football had on the club last season, whether they almost have to put up with a bit of a yo-yo effect. You know, they didn't qualify for Europe last season. Again, they've started this season relatively well. If they were to qualify for Europe next season, would they see them maybe drop down again in terms of where they're going to be competing in the Premier League that following campaign? At some point, it's going to level itself out. And I suppose the ambition for everyone here at this football club is that they are competing for the European spots season in, season out, and so at the moment it looks like they are taking steps once again towards that kind of goal.